Moving into its third week, the case of missing toddler Elaina Steinfurth is receiving national attention.
East Toledo toddler remains missing, but we are learning more about the alleged injuries.
Just basically told me that the baby had a bruised eye, a little bit of dried blood around one of the nostrils, and a bump on the head.
This video shows the room where Elaina was reportedly last seen, torn apart by authorities looking for evidence.
They've searched here, I think a total of four or five times.
Angela Steinfurth sobbing in court.
Angela appeared on the front door reporting that her child had vanished.
Just afraid by some chance that maybe she had gotten out the back door into the pool.
I ran into the house, directly into the bedroom where she said she was sleeping at. I didn't see Elaina anywhere.
I never got a straight answer. She said her statement was she did not know where the child was.
Everybody in that house knows where that baby's at.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us. Bombshell tonight, live Toledo. A parent's worst nightmare. 18-month-old baby Elaina last seen taking a nap, but just minutes later, she's gone. Baby Elaina vanishing broad daylight. This story is developing by the minute. How does an 18-month-old baby girl just disappear from the family's own bedroom in the middle of the day? I'm talking 1 o'clock. Nobody sees a thing. We obtained crystal clear surveillance video of mommy with baby Elaina just before the baby seemingly vanishes into thin air. What clues does the video reveal? In the last hours, did mommy take off in a mystery van at midnight just before the baby disappears? And tonight, is mommy changing her story behind bars? Also tonight, we go inside the room where baby Elaina disappeared. We are live and taking your calls straight out to Fred LeFebvre, morning host WSPD. Fred, thank you for being with us. What's happening?
Nancy, there's been one big bombshell today and a lot of little explosions. The bombshell is the news that a witness says he saw Elaina and Stephen King pull away in a van between midnight and 1 a.m. Saturday night. That would be just hours, about 8 hours before she went missing. The smaller explosions come from neighborhood people who are now coming forward to the Toledo Free Press, a local paper, and telling them that they've seen mistreatment by Elaina or by Angela of baby Elaina over a period of months.
Wait, Fred LeFebvre, maroon van, GMC Safari. Take a look at this mock-up of the van that the neighbor says, I think you're referring to the neighbor, Fred LeFebvre, that claims what? He sees mommy, Angela Steinfurth, get in this van around midnight, the night before the baby goes missing, and leaves till what, 12 to 1 o'clock?
He says a period of at least 20 minutes, sometime between midnight and 1. She and her boyfriend left, came back about 20 minutes later. He's saying that she seemed a little distressed, but at midnight it's hard to tell, but that's the story he's sticking with. The interesting thing is he didn't remember it until just yesterday and called the FBI with that information today.
Well, what's interesting about this neighbor, and we are not revealing his name at his request, this neighbor, he doesn't have a dog in the fight. I mean, he has no reason to lie or make anything up. Now, there's always a chance, and any defense attorney will attack this. It's at midnight. How did he see who was getting in the car? How close was he? What was he doing out at midnight? All that. But that's what he's saying, and this is the van we're talking about. Fred LeFebvre, WSPD morning host. Fred, isn't it true that this is the van that police seized and are processing?
That's the same van that cadaver dogs searched a couple of times about a week ago that police then seized after the cadaver dogs were inside of it twice and took down to the police impound and have searched since then. It has not been returned to the street yet. No one has seen it since police confiscated it.
Well, the neighbor says he thought maybe they were going out for cigarettes. That's another story we were told about just about an hour before the baby goes missing, that the mom leaves the home to go get cigarettes at Family Dollar. Every time I've ever been at a Family Dollar, I've never seen cigarettes in there. So we actually investigated and found out this Family Dollar near that home does sell cigarettes. So, yeah, I know, laugh all you want to, but I want to know the truth. And something as minor, when you're talking about a missing baby or even a homicide case, even a tiny detail like that can completely rip apart an alibi. All right? So are you with me with that, Fred?
I'm with you so far, but I don't believe that most Family Dollar stores are open after midnight. The ones around this area close around 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Hey,
So
Liz in the control room. Yeah, Liz, get Matt on it right now. I want to try to get an answer. How late Family Dollar is open at night? Fred, you're right. I've never seen one open past like 6 or 7, 9 o'clock at night. Fred, have you seen the condition on the inside of this house? Liz, roll the video. Have you seen inside the home?
I haven't personally seen it. I have seen the video that Liz is rolling. I was at the house today, and I sent your producer photographs of the outside of the house, of the backyard, and of the swimming pool that Julie King says that's where they thought the baby might have gone. But I think if you look at those, you can tell that an 18-month-old was not going to be able to get in that pool by herself. It's an above-ground pool. The stand to get in it, the ladder, was in the pool itself. There was no way to climb into that pool as an 18-month-old.
We're taking a look inside the home, and now we're in the back. No, an 18-month-old child, while this one could absolutely walk, because I've seen video of the baby walking, this child would not be able to navigate that backyard and all this overgrowth and get into that pool. All right, no. That's not what happened. And you know what? If somebody did say that, it sounds like Tot Mom all over again. Remember that big lie? So, Liz, take me back through the photos of inside the room where baby Elaina goes missing. This is the room where Elena's last seen. This is not set up for a baby. It's not. I'm just telling you. And I don't mean you've got to be like Beyonce and Mariah Carey and get a $20,000 baby crib with a crown on the top. But this is just wrong for a baby to be in this scenario. Take me down. I want to show the viewers this home, please, Liz. If you could show it in full. Now, I want to go back to where the baby was supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, I know. I see the cords. I see all of that. But when you look at this filthy bed, covered in stains, there's blankets, there's trash, there's, I mean, that chifforobe, that dresser right there, that chest of drawers, that alone is a health hazard for a baby. Look at this. Look at this. What? This is crazy. And Fred LeFebvre, back to you. You were right. Family Dollar, that particular Family Dollar is only open until 9 o'clock. So she didn't go there for cigarettes. I know that much.
And just to mention the house, I talked to a family member today. He said that when the police came out after originally searching the house last Sunday, that the first thing one of the officers said was, we need to call Children Protection Services because this house is uninhabitable for children. And that's where the information originally came from, that there was a backed-up toilet and that there was pet feces on the floor. It came from the original police report to Child Protective Services.
And that's where they were bringing up this baby. I'm going to go right now to the baby's father joining me, along with his father. With me tonight, Terry Steinfurth Jr., baby Elena's biological and legal father. He is the father of Elaina Steinfurth, an 18-month-old child missing. With me is his father, Steinfurth Sr. On the other side of the fence with me, Mr. Richard Shiwi. That is Angela's father. Also with us tonight, Mary Shiwi. That is the mom's sister, baby Elena's aunt. Okay, out to you, Steinfurth Jr. Can you see these pictures from where you are? I don't know if you can see what I'm showing the viewers. Can you?
No, I can't.
Okay. Liz, I want you to fax him photos of this at the studio. Because, Terry, if you could see the inside of this home where your baby was being raised and your four-year-old girl was staying, you are going to completely nut up, because it is no situation to raise a child. And I'm not talking about that who has a PhD, who makes $1 million a year. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being clean and neat. Anybody can do that. Making a home for a baby, a home for children. I mean, did you have any idea where this baby and your 4-year-old girl was staying?
I knew where they were at. I did not know the conditions of the home, no.
Now to Richard Shiwi, you have spoken to the mommy today. What's happening?
Yes, I have. Yes, I did.
What is she saying?
Same thing. She's just still in jail.
But
she wants to come home. She misses everybody.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. And you know what? I'd like to see baby Elaina come home. But what is she saying to shed light on who took the baby? What happened to the baby?
I would too. I'd like for her to come home and the baby to come home too. I'd like to see the other people in that house in jail. You know, it's not fair for one person to be in jail and the other people out, you know, having a good old time about this. It's not just about my daughter, it's about everybody. And it's just not about being on TV and everything else. It's about the Elaina. It's about the baby. It's about the daggone baby. It's not about what this person said and what that person said. Let's bring the baby home. Then after the baby's home, then you can start slandering people and talking.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Mr. Shiwi. This is all about getting the baby. But see, in my mind, the key to finding the baby is what your daughter has to say, and not just her. Everybody else in that house, you are right. You're right. They need to all be held accountable for whatever involvement they had.
And see if they crack.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Shiwi.
That's right. Get them behind bars and see if they start talking.
Does anybody else? Well, the problem is nobody else in that house had a duty to protect that baby other than your daughter. See, that's the problem. She was the mommy. It's her duty.
That's correct.
They're just like people that are wandering in and out of a house. But let me ask you this question, Mr. Shiwi. Did anybody in that house say they actually saw the baby that Sunday? Did they ever see her? I know they said they thought they heard her, but did anybody see the baby alive on Sunday other than your daughter?
According to the paper, the mother, the boyfriend's mother, went in and changed the diaper and gave the baby another bottle around. I think the paper said 12:30 or something like that.